Oh boy, here we go, another AFarCryAway commentary. Oh, can't wait till he asks for me to subscribe. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So, I have been playing the Halloween Horrors Monster Masquerade update for Killing Floor 2, and it kinda made me feel like John Wick in a nightclub, but like it was a Halloween themed nightclub being DJ'd by Count Dankula himself, Hans Volter. Now honestly, this map really does remind me of Bedlam with the whole club scene, the lights, the dark hallways, and the many winding paths to take. There's traps everywhere to toggle on and off, and holding off on the dance floor is some of the most intense fun that you can have in Killing Floor 2. You'll get a real kick out of it.
So when I'm standing next to
something,
it.
6 medium, something.
Oh, there's two trap, like, places.
There's
okay.
2 triggers.
So yeah, I can hold this one down, you can hold that one down.
Oh, here's what you do as a professional YouTuber. You're like, hey, tips and tricks on how to do all the challenges. You know, have 3 people, 2 at each ladder and then 1 down there.
Hey Ben, just let us know when we need to hit the trap.
There's no one down there currently.
Yeah.
There's like no one.
Set it.
Alright.
And it burns, and then burning real fire.
This music in the update is wonderful, and it really does fit the atmosphere of the Halloween club, with the thudding bass and electronic rhythms. We even have songs that are straight up remixes of some of the Killing Floor 1 songs, and that's just really awesome. There's spooky balloons everywhere, lots of collectibles and Easter eggs, and even a door that you can buy with a lot of dosh that apparently has some sort of potato Easter egg or something. I haven't really checked it out myself, but apparently you get an achievement for it, so that's pretty neat. So the map itself is really fun to play on and atmospheric, and honestly, once you've played it a couple of times, it's not too hard to kind of kite around it. Of course, like with any good Killing Floor map, there's checkpoints that you can get stuck in and mauled to death in, but that's okay. If you're good at the map, you probably won't have any issues. Also in the Halloween update, we finally have some challenging challenges to do to earn the prestigious MKB-42H, a World War II carbine rifle for the Commando perk. So as of making this right now and recording it, I have not actually finished all of the challenges, but I have gotten to use this World War II carbine, and it's pretty darn good. I believe it's one of the shared weapons, so if one of your allies on your team has it unlocked, you should be able to use it yourself. Now the challenges are interesting because they're more like long-term challenges. They do remind me a lot more of the Killing Floor 1 challenges, where it's not necessarily a hard thing that you have to do, it can just take a lot of time. Like one of the challenges is to kill X amount of Zeds up in the hundreds range. Did I say hundreds? I think I meant thousands. And like I said, there's also the challenge to get to level 25 on Endless mode, as well as collect the collectibles and kill the enemies with traps. Now, if you're not able to do all of the challenges in time to grab the reward, do not worry because a version of this weapon will be coming a couple months later down the line if you don't do this challenge, so you can actually use it. I don't think it'll have that custom skin that you can unlock from the challenge though, so do keep this in mind.
Ow.
My favorite anime slash Killing Floor YouTuber. Come on. Step it up.
Step it up. How else am I supposed to get my anime Killing Floor?
I require Girls in Thunder skin for the SDG.
Yes. I'll make that if I ever get back into modding.
We also got the HM Tech 501 grenade rifle as a cross-perk weapon between the Field Medic and the Commando. Mine and my friend Sir Crackerbulbs have a bugged out texture, probably due to the skin for the rifle itself, but I'm sure it does look great otherwise. The weapon itself feels pretty good to use, but I'm sure it's not as effective as the standard medic rifle in terms of damage, but the real point to this weapon is the underbarrel healing grenades. I've not mained Medic in a long time, so I'm not really sure if this weapon will be a great fit into their arsenal, but the ability to pull a bunch of clutch AoE heals from a distance quickly does seem really nice, or just being able to shoot it at your own feet. The classic FN FAL also returns to Killing Floor 2, ACOG sight and all. This is another cross-perk weapon between the Commando and Sharpshooter. It felt very powerful, but using it fully automatic had some insane recoil to compensate with. This weapon seems to me like a nicer fit for the Sharpshooter as it gives them a more powerful automatic weapon that can double as a sniping weapon for those long-range headshots. On the Commando it felt great to use as well, so don't let that concern you too much. Popping Zeds heads feels as great as it always has using it, and as long as you can control the recoil, things should be fine.
Can I see your bat for like 2 seconds?
Oh my god, you lot.
Thank you for not healing.
Maybe if you fucking buy the game.
Oh. Oh, wow, it's got physics on the chains and everything. Wow, that's nice. Here you go.
Oh my god. Physics. My physics.
My physics, though.
My physics.
The new Berserker weapon, the Road Redeemer, is a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat, but it requires the purchase of the game Road Redemption. It looks like a fun, Road Rash inspired racing game, but I simply do not have enough spare dosh at the moment to pick it up for myself for this new weapon. Sir Crackerbulb was so kind as to let me see it for a few seconds before I gave it back to him though. I hear it's pretty sick to use. This might actually be a really good Crevel replacement tool, but we'll see. Another huge addition to this update are the seasonal Halloween Zed model replacements. These are honestly some of the best Zed replacements that Tripwire have made yet, drawing inspiration from classic horror movies. These Zeds are truly dressed to kill. We've got mummies, werewolves, and ghouls of all varieties to combat against. My favorite has to be the fish pound. If you don't know what that is, I cannot wait for you to find out yourself. We've even got crawlers that look like the plant from Little Shop of Horrors. So, in conclusion, the Monster Masquerade update for Killing Floor 2 has left a very good impression on me. The weapons I got to play around with were really fun to use, and having Hans Volter scream at me while killing Zeds to thumping club music was a sheer blast, and the whole thing really just felt like one giant love letter to classic horror movies. Tripwire Interactive really did knock this one out of the park, and my only real concern now is if their next update will be half as good as this one has been. If you haven't tried out Killing Floor 2 yet, now's a great time to hop onto the PC version and try the open beta of this update. Sadly, again, for the console folks, you guys are going to have to wait a little bit longer to get to enjoy this update, as per usual though. But I can safely say that the wait will be worth it. This update was a graveyard smash that will catch on like a flash. It was a monster mash. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave it a like and feel free to stick around by subscribing to the channel for more Killing Floor 2 content and PC gaming coverage. Thank you again to my Patreon supporter Jonathan, as well as to my lovely Twitch subscribers who help make these videos possible. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time on the Killing Floor. Peace out.